Gina, your first captaincy game under your belt, how are you feeling?
Yeah, feeling really proud of the team. It was awesome to grind a win out like that, and I think that there's a lot more that we can give as well. So stoked to get the win first up.
How do you feel going into the game?
Yeah, pretty nervous. I think that was quite a common theme throughout a lot of the girls actually. I guess a lot of things contributing to that feeling, but as soon as you get into it, and you feel the connection of the group, it sort of fades away, which is nice.
1 from 1, got to be a good feeling?
Yeah, definitely. I was hoping that was going to be the way, so yeah, good tick there.
Obviously in your position as well, you have a good overview of the game. Tiana had a phenomenal one tonight on debut. From where you were playing, what did you make of her game?
Yeah, I'm not sure many people would get MVP in their debut, so I'm really impressed with her efforts today, and she played a full game as well, so I'm sure her lungs were tested today, but we saw a lot of her craft, which is awesome to see from such a young player, and she supported Maya really well, I thought.
Yeah, Noels, what did you make of Tiana's performance tonight?
Yeah, similar to G, definitely quite mature out there, which is what we sort of found out over the last couple of days. Got a bit of sass, what we think, but also just smart about what she did, and obviously did her job. So I don't think her lungs have worked so hard in her life, a little wee life. So really proud of what she's been able to do out there. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, that smarts you just touched on is what the English just did before as well. They said she's a really intelligent player. Is that what makes her so special?
Yeah, I think that's one thing, but I think also all of the players, it's about them doing their job. And you can be smart, but you don't put the goals through or cough up a lot of balls, so it's that final detail. I think always, like everything, when you have your debut, it's always that second test that we'll be able to see how good or not, or what there are the areas that she needs to improve on. But so far so good, and as I say, I think that's a fantastic start for her.
And what did you make of the team's performance as a whole? We openly talked about being a little unprepared coming into this, but it didn't look like that out there tonight.
I thought it was. Oh, thank you for that. I'm happy that you said that. We're looking forward to going back and having a look on the video from the sideline. There's probably areas that we know that in our strategy that needs tidying up, but also where the gaps are. And I thought we had actually secured a lot of ball in our turnovers, and probably weren't able to take it from one end of the court down to the other. So I think overall it's a great pass for us, but also knowing, we're one up, and knowing how the English work, they're coming back at us hard. So we just got to get ourselves ready.
Just last one for me as well. There was plenty of phases, toing and fromming, them catching back up, you going back in front. You talked earlier about the fitness getting a tick. Do you think that kind of proved dividends tonight?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think so. I don't know what you think, but I thought we looked physically really good, and I thought the clip on the ball was really good, and the speed, and I thought also the changes that came in made a difference. So overall, I think physically it's pretty cool. So I think that's probably one thing that I'm really happy with what the players were able to do in the lockdown, but also the programming that got us to the space.
Noeline, what was Tiana's reaction when you told her, she was on the 12 today? Does she get nervous? I mean, she's pretty cool, calm and collected for a 20-year-old usually, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. I think it's. I don't know how she works, if I'm going to be honest. She don't show much, but Gina may be able to answer that question better. But she just takes things in her stride, from my perspective.
Did you guys do anything special, like did Wai present your dress tonight or anything like that?
No, so that was kept in-house. Sulu presented Tiana her dress, and I presented Jamie her dress, just as able to tune two newbies into the 12 for this game.
What areas, Noel, are you looking at to improve, I guess, before Wednesday?
Yeah, definitely through court is one area. I thought as well, when we did actually shorten our game up, we were able to grind and get the penalties or take the ball from one end of the court down to the other. So it's our balance of the long game, but also the short game. I think we might be able to find a way of doing that better. I thought overall not too bad. I think also probably they exposed us in their attacking end in circle, so we probably have to look at that. Got split a bit, I think. So that's probably the main things at the top of my head at the moment.
Noeline, Kelly Drew missed out out on the Consolation Cup. You started her tonight. She also got a bit of time at goal defence. Was a reflection of how well she trained and just adding the goal defence as well?
Yeah, just needed a bit of a change up on the outside. I thought we did get some really good ball, but we coughed it up as we went through the court. So just probably a bit of both. I thought Kelly was really good, but also the introduction of Sulu in the back to change up what that could possibly look like for us. And also give time for Cuttin to have a wee look on the sideline to see what we can do in that respect. But we only have 3 defenders in circle. We've got to be smart about how we use them and use their skills and their uniqueness when they do take the court.
Do you kind of have to treat this series, worst case scenario, potentially as if it's your last one before next year's Commonwealth Games? Do you have to think about it like it could be the last?
Yeah, I think in these pandemic times, opportunities are getting slim. And we don't know what happens. I mean, even us to get here changed so much over 2 or 3 months. So this could be our last. We definitely know, or hopefully we are going to the Commonwealth Games. So, the intention of building the depth is really important to get people out on court so we know what they can actually do in real time, but also so we know what we need to do to improve. So it's a fine balancing act, but could be our last test that we ever have.
Maya had a slightly disappointing end to the ANZ Premiership. How did you find her performance tonight against someone like Gina Crampton?
Yeah, I was rapt. I know she was rapt too. I thought, between her and Tiana, considering they had a lovely... What do you think?
Yeah, I thought they did really well. And I'm so proud of Maya. Like you said, a bit of a disappointing end to ANZ, and she's picked herself up. And if she's got, she said herself, if she misses, she's just going hard for the rebound. So that's all we can ask, I guess, and try and build her confidence as much as possible over the 3 games. But she took on Jiva Mentor today really well, and that's Jiva's an experienced player, and Maya's getting up there as well. So impressed with her.
That's the first time too that she's played Jiva as well. So that's nice. Yeah, she wasn't around when did the Quad Cup.
How did you find the battle against Beth Cobden, who's also had a bit of an injury that's kept her out of the game for a wee while?
Yeah, definitely pretty tough. Their whole defensive end was hard, body on body. So that's definitely something that we'll look at for game 2. And Beth, especially her arms, seem to cover your whole vision. So challenges me to try and work the ball more, and get around the body pass and cut.
Gina, if tonight's anything to go by, it's going to be an exciting series. Only 50 people here tonight, but the government's announced we are allowed up to 100.
Cool.
The thought of having more fans going forward, I mean, what will that bring, extra to the Ferns?
Yeah, definitely. We want as many people here as we can, within the restrictions, but having an extra 50 people here Wednesday, Friday is massive for us, and we need to pay respect back to the crowd and really show them love back as they're showing to us.